Hello everyone, hope everybody's doing great today. I appreciate those who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to talk about Airplane 2. If you want to watch this, it has about 10 more days roughly on Amazon Prime at the time this video was made. And then the first Airplane, which is way better than this one, is still got about the same amount of time. Probably do a review on that one. Going a little out of order. Still sue me. Got a little itch here, sorry. Alright, so we're going to talk about Airplane 2 here. This one. You got all your returning characters, a lot of your returning actors, and you know it's basically a lot of the jokes are rehashed from the first one. But in Airplane 2, instead of this is your regular flight, they're actually going to go to the moon to live. So you got all these people going to the moon, and you know back in the 80s and the 90s, that was like a thing, like trying to create life on the moon. You know, you had like Biodome. You know, if you've seen the movies, Pauly Shore, that was an actual thing where they was trying to have the biodome. Was going to try to put that on the moon to create life there, where people could live on the moon, stuff like that. So this is kind of like the 80s precursor to that. You got a lot of jokes, and since this is a parody, one problem with parodies is sometimes they can get, like the jokes can be outdated and stuff like that, that they don't really go well as time passes on. And this is what you'll find in Airplane 2. Like some of the jokes, like if you didn't live in that time period, around that time period, or nobody told you about it, it might go way over your head. Example of like this, you have people on the phones here, on your payphones, and you have a hand that looks like ET's hand calling home. Like if you never watched ET, you wouldn't get that joke about ET phone home type of thing. But you know, ET is like a very famous movie. So it might be even people who were born afterwards might get that joke, but more time passes on, less people get the ET joke. You got the joke with the Iranians and the airport just going straight through the metal detector and not getting caught, and that's because during that time period, a lot of planes were getting hijacked by Iranians. Okay, it's not being a racist or anything like that. It's just facts. You know, a lot of Middle Eastern people were hijacking planes at that time. So you got these people bringing in bazookas, guns like that. Don't get caught. And then you have a little grandma. You know, obviously she's kind of like not harmful. She goes in there, beeps on her, and then the metal detector happens to beep, and like they treat her like she's some kind of terrorist or something, you know, while the actual terrorists are getting through, you know. So you got that little parody, you got that little joke going on. It's kind of dark humor, really, when you think about that time period, as many airplanes were getting hijacked and stuff like that. And then fast forward to 2024, when you think about 20 years ago, what happened to the Twin Towers. So it is a very dark humor, but it is honestly, it's kind of funny, kind of like a play on society at that time. Really stuck out to me was, that part. Then you got the good old X-ray machine there. That's a little bit too much X-ray for the female passengers going through there, and you know the guys. You know, there's not really not showing anything, but I guess it's like a female X-ray machine there. That's for those young perverts at the time and forever, I guess. But it's still kind of humorous. It's like kind of like a young man's dream, I guess you could say. You know, if you have Superman X-ray powers, stuff like that. And so you got like a lot of the returning jokes. You got the guy in the tower, bald-headed guy, you know, from the first one, who just randomly just says stuff like out of the blue. You know, it was very funny in the first Airplane. This one, not so funny. Maybe I didn't get the jokes. It could have gone over my head. That's a possibility. But I didn't find him as funny as I did in the first one. And then you have your returning control control tower guy. You know, who's always like, man, this is a bad time to quit smoking and a bad time to quit drinking. That guy. Those jokes weren't in this one. There was other jokes. But, you know, they tried to repeat the magic, and it mostly failed with the recurring jokes from the first one. If you watched the first one and you saw the second one, you would probably go, "Ha, oh yeah, I remember that." You know, that kind of reaction to them. But they were like very, very funny this time around. I don't know. This in the first movie, they were so well done and the timing was great. The second one, not so much. And then with our two leads here, I don't know why the male lead, what's his name, Stryker, I don't know why he likes the stewardess so much. Like the first one, she dumped him. The second one, she dumped him. Like there's no beliefs in him, no confidence in him. She don't believe in him whatsoever. So I don't understand why he still likes her. I don't know. This first loves, I guess, it's hard to get over. It's just kind of annoying, this one as well. But I don't know. Airplane 2, if you see the first one, I kind of recommend this one. So this way you can see what happens afterwards. Like I said, a lot of returning characters. A lot of the same jokes. Got little other ones that are kind of funny. Excuse me. Like the girl, they're ready to die, and she keeps on telling all the men like she doesn't want to die of virgins. She's stuff like that. And that one that was kind of funny. But I don't know. I recommend this if you've already seen Airplane. If you haven't seen Airplane, I wouldn't recommend this at all. You don't have to see Airplane to watch Airplane 2. Just a lot of the jokes are reoccurring type of thing. But if you haven't seen Airplane, I wouldn't really recommend this. It's not, it's just not a very good comedy without the first one. Now, the first one, I would recommend that one because it's hilarious. I would highly recommend Airplane, but not so much Airplane 2. If you ever seen Airplane 2, give me your comments. Do you believe, am I right about it? It's not as funny as the first one. There are some jokes that will make you laugh, but for the most part, I kind of feel like it was kind of flat and not very good. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Until next time, bye.